What is going on YouTube? So coming back with my next daily top 10 video, and yesterday I did my top 10 hardest positions to play in sports. So today I wanted to do another video kind of encompassing all sports, and I am doing the top 10 most valuable sports franchises around the world. So this obviously is probably the most factual list I've ever done. These are all based on the Forbes values. If you want to see the list, just Google Forbes most valuable sports franchises. I might put the link to the slideshow I was looking at in the description below. Like I said, I just wanted to do a video that was a little bit fun for me, one that I like talking about, sports and business combined. And just a video that, like I said, kind of relays what I think the most valuable sports franchises are. So go ahead and start with number 10. This one was kind of a surprise to me, but it is the Washington Redskins, valued at $2.4 billion. Now, this might have dropped a little bit. I believe this list was, even though it was released in later 2015, it was probably formulated in earlier 2015. Then again, the Redskins were a playoff team, so I don't really know. But as a whole, I just wouldn't think of the Redskins as the third most valuable NFL franchise. So move on to number 9. I've got the Los Angeles Dodgers, worth $2.4 billion. Of course, the Major League Baseball team, bought a couple years ago by Magic Johnson for $2 billion. A lot of people were saying at the time, why would you buy that team for $2 billion? They're not really worth it. And well, it's made about $400 million off that since then. So yeah, doing well. They've obviously got a very high payroll and a team that is pretty much a World Series contender year in and year out. So I'm gonna list it a little bit glossy. I think I just put chapstick on. Sorry, that's weird. Anyway, go on to number 8. I've got the New York Knicks, the NBA franchise, valued at $2.5 billion. So that's not much of a surprise to me. The Knicks are normally, if not the top, then close to the top of being the most valuable NBA franchise. They are one of the most marketable teams. Very, very, very high amount of merchandising. One of the most storied NBA franchises of all time, even if they're not doing great right now. Obviously, like I said, seems like they still sell out almost every game playing an MSG. So, even with the downtime, still a very valuable NBA franchise. Move on to number 7. I've got the New England Patriots, the NFL franchise, valued at $2.6 billion. So the New England Patriots, obviously a team that's been doing very well since the beginning of the 2000s. Excuse me. As long as they got Brady and Belichick there, I think they will be one of the most valuable franchises in all of the NFL. So move on to number 6, the LA Lakers at $2.6 billion, the NBA franchise. So the Lakers are the most valuable NBA franchise on this list. Still got Kobe going. Well, not strong, but still got Kobe going. And still one of the biggest fan bases in all of the NBA, even though the last couple of years have been very rough. After Kobe's gone, probably going to start moving in a new direction and building around maybe guys like D'Angelo Russell, Julius Randle, and Jordan Clarkson. So move on to number 5, which is Manchester United, valued at $3.1 billion of the Barclays Premier League. So Manchester United's the most valuable team in England, third most valuable soccer franchise around the world. One of the most popular around the world as well. I believe they are the third most popular. Over here in the United States, obviously, you still see a lot of Man U fans. Again, kind of in a down spell right now, doing better than they, I believe 2 years ago was kind of like an all-time low for them. Especially losing to a team like, I know this was a while ago, but losing to a team like MK Dons, I believe it was in the FA Cup, 4-0. So that might have been the, I'd have to go back and look at which Open tournament that was. So, but yes, Manchester United is still an extremely valuable franchise, will be in the coming future, and probably into the very foreseeable future as well. So move on to number 4, which is FC Barcelona, valued at $3.16 billion. Second most valuable franchise in La Liga. To me, FC Barcelona and Real Madrid are very interchangeable. It really goes by a year-to-year basis. It'll be interesting to see what happens in a couple, maybe about 5 or 6 years, when they both start moving out of the Ronaldo and Messi eras, because that's kind of the two players that run those teams right now. But again, two teams that will be probably running La Liga for the foreseeable future. So move on to number 3, the New York Yankees, actually tied at number 2 technically, valued at $3.2 billion. So New York Yankees, most valuable franchise in Major League Baseball, also tied for being the most valuable franchise in America. Again, very, very high payroll. Probably the most marketable team in Major League Baseball. Probably also the most popular. Probably also the most hated as well. But again, team with the iconic pinstripes, team with extremely high payroll, team that's very successful year in and year out. So move on to number 2, I've got the Dallas Cowboys of the NFL, valued at $3.2 billion. Again, kind of tied at number 2. So still America's team, still the most valuable franchise in the NFL. Had a very rough season this past year with Tony Romo going down, going what I believe was 4-12. So Cowboys do get a top 5 pick, and if they can get back to the way they were in 2014, then they should be able to get maybe ink up that value to maybe being the most valuable franchise in the world. So the number 1 most valuable franchise in the world, I'm guessing most of you guys that are big sports fans, especially soccer fans, know this already. It is Real Madrid of La Liga, valued at $3.26 billion. So like I said, like I mentioned with Barcelona, the 2 most valuable franchises in the world, Real Madrid, I wouldn't know, I'm not 100% sure if they have the biggest fan base in the world. I don't know how you would measure that, since Real Madrid and FC Barcelona have such just mammoth fan bases. But like I said, I think it'll be interesting to see what happens with teams like Real Madrid and FCB after the Ronaldo and Messi era is over. See what big stars are able to step into the spotlight after that. But yes, that concludes my video for today. Like I said, probably the most factual top 10 I've done so far. Like I said, if you want to see the list, you could probably just Google top 10, top 50. I believe I was looking at a top 50 list. Most valuable sports franchises in the world. Obviously, there was no NHL franchise in there. No sports outside of football, basketball, baseball, and soccer, which is not that much of a surprise. So anyway, that's pretty much it. See ya. So I haven't dabbled too much in the MLB. Like I said, with the college football season over, I wanted to expand into other sports that I like to play, or that I also like to pay very close attention to, that really haven't done a whole lot of videos of. So basically the format for this video is going to be, I'm going to give my 3 biggest headlines heading into the season. Obviously, since the off-season's close to being